Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jonny Walker, aka Jonathan Withanacci, and I'm the founder of the Walk of Wealth Mastermind Group. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Dr. Brett Carranza. Welcome, Dr. Brett Carranza.
Hey,
To
Johnny.
get started, can you introduce yourself and tell us your name, where you practice, and whether you own your own practice or not?
Sure. My name is Brett Carranza. I'm a pediatric dentist in Kearney, Nebraska, and I do own my own practice here in Kearney.
All right, so first we're going to kind of go into the initial situation and motivation, right? So before joining the Walk of Wealth Mastermind Group, had you ever invested as a limited partner or a passive investor?
I hadn't before, so this is all new to me, and it's been a good experience and good learning experience.
Okay, so if you weren't investing in these type of deals before, what were you primarily investing in prior to joining?
Primarily, it was just stocks. Is kind of what my primary investment was prior to joining.
Retirement accounts?
Retirement accounts, correct? Yep,
Okay,
exactly.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what would you say your biggest frustration or challenge when it came to building wealth before joining the mastermind group?
Biggest challenge is knowing what kind of deals to get into, knowing some of the terminology, and then just having somebody to help guide me through this process. So that's what's been very beneficial.
Now, did you feel that you were missing out on opportunities or, simply stuck?
Yeah, exactly. I think that I was missing out on opportunities, stuck and not knowing, and so what to do, where to place the money, and so and low return on investment opportunities would come around, but these seem to be much better.
Now, what made you decide that, hey, look, I need something else? Like, what is it about, your investments in stocks that you're not getting? Like, why did you decide, hey, look, I need something else?
Yeah, I just feel like it's too fluctuant, up and down, and then the returns not are always the best. I mean, it just depends. A lot of mutual funds, and so it's a steady state or a steady return on investment, hopefully. But these have a higher return on investment, and so hopefully you can build wealth quick, a little more quick. And so that would be nice, just because then you have other opportunities that can come down the way, and then you can invest in those, and then hopefully you can continue to build your wealth.
Now, let's get into your experience within the mastermind group itself. Now, when you first joined the Walk of Wealth Mastermind Group, did you feel confident about understanding alternative investments like real estate syndications, oil and gas, private equity, or did it seem like a whole new world?
It seemed like a whole new world to me. I don't know all these alternative investments or like how much to allocate or what kind of investments that are out there. And so that's what the mastermind allowed me to do, is just get a like-minded group of people together and discuss these alternative investments and learn more, and then know where to put your money.
Now, how would you describe the educational content you've received in the mastermind? Have
Yeah,
you learned any strategies or concepts that have changed your understanding of investing?
Yeah, for sure. Johnny does a great job with the application, the app on the phone, and so there's nice videos that he's very nicely presented, and so he gives you an outline of different topics, and so then you're able to go through those at your leisure and learn and take notes, and I think that's been very beneficial. So I kind of understand. I'm not an expert by any means, but at least I understand some of the terminology that's thrown around, and I think that does help. And so you can kind of know where he's coming from when he presents these deals or other people present deals.
Great. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you share, maybe one example of a concept or a strategy or a term, as it pertains to investing that you've learned?
Yes, there is something that I learned. It was the capital stack, and prior to learning from Johnny, I didn't know what a capital stack was, and so that was nice to kind of understand the different elements of the capital stack and kind of where you land, because it's easy, I feel like, for deals to throw around different names and where you're going to get when you're going to get your money. But by understanding it, I think it really helps. Helps me and other people by understanding it.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak to you, Brett, for sure. I know that your knowledge, your base of knowledge of investing has vastly increased since joining. So, I think you're being a little humble because you do have a better grasp of things that most of our colleagues, than 99% of our colleagues have. So, kudos to you on that. Now, how would you describe the community aspect, right? You've found within the mastermind. Have you had a chance to connect with other members?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to connect with a lot of other members outside of the mastermind, but during the mastermind, it has been nice to kind of get to know people and other like-minded individuals from across the country, and so that's been nice. And then you kind of get to familiar with their names, and when they present or talk during the mastermind, I think that's a nice part of it. And the networking, and then the meetings, like the upcoming meeting that we'll have, will be very beneficial. So we can put meet in person, and I think that's going to be really nice.
Yeah, I agree. Now, have you felt supported or motivated in a meaningful way since joining the mastermind group?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's been nice is kind of went through a structure where we kind of knew where to allocate or how much to allocate, where I wanted to go. Just kind of let Johnny know where I wanted to go, and the mastermind know where I want to go, and then how do we get there? And so that's been very nice and very beneficial. So yes, I would say so.
Great. All right, so let's get to the second last section here. And this is the most important part, the results and impact. Now, since joining the mastermind, I know that you just joined recently.
Sure.
How many new passive income streams have you created?
Right now, two passive income streams, and so that's been nice. And so those deals are still in the process, but they're coming along nicely. And I hope to, you know, get into many more in the future. But I know, as we've talked about through the mastermind, we just want to make sure that the deals are beneficial to all mastermind members and other members. So that's the key.
Yep, agreed. Now, what about tax savings, right? Let's talk about that. Now, you're a very high earner. Have you experienced any tax savings because of the strategies you've learned?
Yeah, absolutely. I will experience some tax strategies. I haven't been able to take advantage of them quite yet, but I know through the passive income tax strategies we'll be able to utilize in this next coming year. So that'll be very
Mhm.
nice because we have these passive uh, income streams.
Yeah, so you've done an oil and gas deal, which has given you,
Correct.
very high depreciation, as well as some real estate deal that's giving you depreciation. Now that's a great way to mitigate taxes, and you're well on your way to mitigating some of that high earned income. Now, how about any self-directed IRAs or anything like that? Have you set up any retirement accounts?
I haven't done that through this. I do have a retirement account through my office, but 401k. But I would like to investigate that further because I know we have discussed that, and I think that would be very beneficial here in the near future. So yes,
Yeah,
I
we
plan
want
on
to
doing that.
definitely get you caught up on that part of it for sure. Now, let's look beyond the financial result, right? Probably this is even more important. Has your mindset changed, right? Do you feel more confident about your financial future or your ability to make smart investment decisions?
Yeah, I think both. I think more confident in my financial future, and then making smart decision is, paramount because we just want to make sure that money is allocated to smartly rather than losing money or very small increases. And so, yes, I feel confident in both.
Great. Now, how many deals are you planning on investing in this year?
That's a good question. I think probably at least five or six deals. That's kind of my goal, maybe more, because as we've discussed, we want to make sure that we get in these deals, but we also want to make sure that we diversify. So I think that's important. So I think a few more deals definitely coming down the pike will be in the works.
Yeah, you're a big action taker, Brett. This has served you. Action takers are money makers. That's what we like to say. You've done that in your career. It's very evident. And this is paying off. And you've decided to learn about the investing in passive investing in real estate and alternative asset, and you've also decided to take massive action. And so I don't have any doubt that you'll be very successful. Now let's go. The last section, and again, I'm going to put you on the spot here, but if you could summarize your experience in the Walk of Wealth Mastermind in one sentence or maybe just a few words, what would you say?
I would
And if
say
you
it's
think about it for a second, go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
educational, beneficial, and excellent.
I like that. Brevity is wit. Very good. And final couple of questions here. Now, what would you tell someone who is on the fence about joining? Like, this sounds interesting. I hear people talking. What would you tell a doctor who is on the fence about joining this mastermind group?
I'd say there's a lot of knowledgeable people in this mastermind group, members, but also what Jonny brings to the table and the speakers that he brings. I just think it's a great idea, especially if you're considering putting money and allocating them to these other avenues for income, these income streams. So I would say, don't think about it, just do it.
Yep. And is there something or anything that you wish you knew when you were first deciding to join? Like, was there some in there information that, hey, if I knew X, Y, and Z, this would have been a much easier decision for me?
Yeah, I just think just knowing that how the process works as far as vetting all of these deals that Jonny and his partners go through, I think that's just knowing the process. I think that really is very reassuring, I should say, for any dentist that's considering joining this mastermind. So I think had I known that earlier, I think then I would have joined much earlier.
Yeah. Oh. Now, you also paid a substantial amount of money to join this mastermind group. Was
Right.
it worth it? Was it
It
worth
was,
it?
yes, it was worth it just because I'm going to be able to get this money back in returns, and it's definitely worth it because of the knowledge base and the deals that are presented, and all that due diligence that Jonny with his team puts into these deals. Then these deals are top of the mark, and so yes, I do believe it's worth it.
Great. Well, I want to thank you again so much, Dr. Brett, for sharing your experience. It's always incredible to see the growth happening within our community. If you're watching this and you're ready to learn how to create passive income, save on taxes, and confidently invest in alternative assets, click the link below to schedule a time to talk.